Let's do an example for decoders with enable. So we need to implement a 3 to 8 decoder using 2 to 4 decoders with enable. So if I write my truth table for this 3 to 8 decoder, let's say I have inputs A, B and C, and I will have the 8 outputs, right? And let's write the all cases for the input. So for the case of 0, 0, 0, I am selecting out 0. For the ABC 0, 0, 1, I am selecting out 1 to be 1. All the others are 0. For 0, 1, 0, I am making out 2 to 1. All the others 0. For 0, 1, 1, I am making out 3, 1. And the remaining are 0. So let's make it a little bit easier for us to fill out. So all of them are 0 here and all of them are 0 here, and we have 1, 1 and 1, 1 here, right? So these are all 0. So this is our functionality table, right? We don't have to do this, but I just want to show you for this A. If A is 0, this part is not active. If A is 1, this section is not active, right? Because we are implementing 3 to 8 decoder using 2 to 4 decoders with enable. So what we will do, we will have 2 to 4 decoders, and this will have an enable signal here, and this will have an enable signal here. Let's say this is I1 and I0. I have I1 and I0 here. So these are outputs 0, 1, 2 and 3, 0, 1, 2 and 3, right? So this will be my output for output 0, output 1, output 2 and output 3. So this will be output 4, output 5, output 6 and output 7. So how do I make my connections, right? So I have only 2 inputs for these decoders, right? So then I can use this A signal on the enable part, right? Basically A is either selecting this part or it is selecting this part, right? So if A is 0, I need to select this part. So I will be connecting A not here, and I will be connecting A here. So if A is 1, then I am enabling any of these 04, 05, 06 and 07. For I1 and I0, I can put B and C here and B and C here. So this is a 3 to 8 decoder using 2 to 4 decoders with the enable. So basically we are using this enable in this case to control the upper part or the lower part of our outputs, and we are connecting it to the signal A. So let's try one case here just to show it's working. Let's try this case, right? A0, 1, 1. So if A is 0, this is 1 and this is enabled. So if A is 0, this is 0. So this is disabled. So all of these will be 0, 0 here. If this is 1, B and C is 1, 1. So I am actually activating this. So this will be 1. All the others will be 0. So this will be working for this 0, 1, 1 case. So you can also try the other cases and you will see, you will get the correct result. Let's do one more example with this decoders with enable. So in this case, so we have only these 2 to 4 decoders with enable, and we need to implement 4 to 16 decoder. So let's draw our decoders. So I need to use at least 4 2 to 4 decoders, and all of them has an enable here, and I have these outputs here, right? So but let's say I have 4 inputs A, B, C and D, right? So if you write the truth table for this, you will see this is output 15, this is output 0. Since we have 2 to 4 decoders, you can divide this truth table into 4 sections. So this is the case for A and B is 0, A and B is 1, A and B is 2 and A and B is 3, right? So let's say this is 0, 0 for A and B. So this is 0, 1. So this is 1, 0 and this is 1, 1. And you have all these 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 here, right? So you can fill up these, but you will see this C and D either selects one of these groups, right? So A and B is enabling any of these 4 lines, but within this O0, O1, O3 and O3, I am using C and D. So I need to connect my C and D here. So this is my I1, I0. So I need to connect C and D here, C and D here, and C and D here. So for the enables, I will be using A and B to enable any of the decoders. So I have 4 decoders, but I need to enable one of them. We need to enable one of 4 to 2 to 4 decoders, right? So to do this, I can use another decoder. So I will be using another decoder, 2 to 4 decoder. Let's say this also has an enable, but this is always enabled. I put a 1 here, and I have A and B here. So this has 4 outputs. So I put one output goes there, another one goes there, another one goes there, and another one goes there. So this is output 0, output 1, output 2, and output 3. Right? So this will work. Let's try. So if A and B is 0, 0. So if this is 0, 0, then I am activating this. So this will be 1. This will be 0, 0, 0. So this will be disabled. All these will be disabled. I have all zeros here. And if this is 1, if C and D is, let's say, 1, 0, then I am activating this. So this will be 1, 0, 0, 0, right? So this will work. Let's try another case. Okay, so let's make this is 1, 0, and so let's say 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So this is 11, right? So let's see if it is working. So if I have 1, 0, I enable this. So this will be 0, 0, 0, and this is 1. So this is disabled, this is disabled, and this is disabled. So we will have 0 for the cases decoders are disabled. So we have 1 here, so this is enabled, so we have 1, 1 here. So this is enabled, so I have 1 here, 0, 0, 0 here. So this is correct, right? Output 11 is enabled. So this is how we can implement a 4 to 16 decoder using 2 to 4 decoders with enable.